I'm Serena Oriero. I attend the Avenue Church in Riverside. I am actually an appointed pastor here for volunteer pastor, but I am also the administrative assistant to Bishop Kenny Martin. So I do denominational service also. So I was raised Free Methodist. My grandfather was a Free Methodist elder. I am almost positive that goes back even farther than him. I'm pretty sure that I've been told that this is generational. I've not looked into that, but we'll just go with it. So I was raised Free Methodist. I was in the Free Methodist Church, all my whole childhood. I did CYC and camps and IYC and all of the things that, we did as kids, and then got married. My husband and I got married really young. And so as young adults, we stayed in the church that I was raised in, and then we moved to another city and started to attend the Free Methodist Church in that city and got involved there, and we're doing ministry. And then we had some things happen and chose to leave for a while and did ministry. We helped plant a church outside of the Free Methodist, denomination, and did that for about 20 years and stuff. And I learned so much doing ministry in that context, because everything was done in the streets. We were determined to be a church without walls. Unfortunately, as time went on, it's exactly what we turned into be, was a church with walls. And our youngest son was diagnosed with autism, and it just began to get harder and harder to have both of us busy every weekend at church. So we started tag teaming, and then we realized this was just not sustainable. And stepped out of that and wandered for a while, trying to find churches that would accept him that had special needs ministries, whatever it was that would accept him. And so wandered for a little bit, and then realized, what? I know where he'll be accepted. I know where we will be accepted. And came back to the church that I was raised in. I had been watching them online. I knew that they had new pastors. I knew that this was a co-pastor, which I had not ever seen before. And one of them was a woman. And even though I was raised Free Methodist, that still wasn't something I had ever seen before. And so this was pretty interesting to me. So I was super excited to just really come back and be in a safe space, where I knew we would be accepted, but then also, just really get to know the pastors and get to know their stories and just how this all came about. And in turn ended up getting to know a Free Methodist church that I hadn't known as a kid. And just truly getting to know the history and the roots in which the Free Methodist Church was born, and realizing that in that 20 years that we had been gone, that God was literally preparing us to do this, and causing me to realize that I've actually always been Wesleyan. I've always been that literally to the core, to love people and love God, and but to see people, that's exactly, we all just want to be seen, and to truly see people, and to see the people that are forgotten, and the people that are continually marginalized in that. And so I realized I've always been Wesleyan, so coming back was actually easier than I thought it would be. And I came back to a church that was doing exactly what we wanted to do, and that was ministering to outside the walls, and that it was all about the community, all about the neighborhoods around the building, and what is it that we can do for them. I love the Free Methodist Church. I have found that a heritage that I had really not ever thought much about, and had really kind of pushed aside as not a big deal, is something that I'm actually really proud of. I am proud to be a part of the Free Methodist Church. I am proud to be a part of the justice that the Free Methodist Church stands for, in that, and I am proud to say that I am an ordained elder in the Free Methodist Church, or that I will be, that I am an ordained elder in the Free Methodist Church, because I do have a voice. I have a voice, and I want to have a seat at the table. And I feel like I know that we have an incredible polity in that allows equal laity. I love that. But I have daughters, and I have a granddaughter, and I have nieces that know that they are called to ministry. And if becoming ordained and having a seat at the table means that they know upon know that they don't have to wait until they're my age to finally answer that call, then that's it. That's why I did it. Because that's what I want. I want them to know that they can absolutely step into anything that God is asking them to step into. And if that's being ordained and leading a church, or becoming a superintendent or a bishop, or whatever it is that God is calling them to do, I pray that they know that they can do that now at the age that they're at, begin that process, and not go kicking and screaming for, their entire adulthood until they're like, what? I'm in my 50s. I can't do this. So that's why I did it. I did it for them. I did it for me. And I did it because, I love this church. I love this body of people. I love what we stand for.